What's going on, legends, and welcome back. How are we all doing? Of course, this is another collections video, and this time we're looking at the Xbox 360. We've got quite a few games to get through, so as per usual, we won't go too much into detail. A quick shout out, guys, because a lot of these games were actually given to me from some of the guys that I've worked with and I still currently work with. So a quick shout out to obviously Ryan Walsh, Neil Stills and Lee Clark. Guys, I really do appreciate you giving me these games to add to this collection. But first of all, guys, we'll start off with the Xbox Connect games that we have. I've not got too many of them. I've not got a Connect as of yet, but I do plan to get one because some of these games do actually look pretty fun. So we'll start off with Connect Adventures. Looks pretty good. A few games on there that do look fun. Next up we have Star Wars. Now this does look a lot of fun. I do like my Star Wars games, so definitely got to get one very soon. Next up we have Your Shape Fitness Evolved. So it's obviously a fitness game, but you know. Next up we have Motorsports Adrenaline. This one does look fun because you got like mountain biking, kayaking, and so many more. But yeah, definitely get into that at some point. Next up we have a game that I presume is just like Just Dance on from the Wii, and that is Dance Central 2. This one holds loads of songs. I don't specifically say how many. This one is Dance Central 3. This one actually says over 40 amazing hits, so maybe it's around the same for the second one. Next up is our final Connect game, and that is UFC Trainer. From the looks of it, it's another training video game of some sort. Maybe I'll give it a go one day. See if I can, you know. But yeah, maybe one day. So obviously that's the rest of the Connect games, guys. Onto the main set, and we're starting off with Assassin's Creed. I've only played so much of this. It was a fun game, but a little bit repetitive. Next up we got Lego Pirates of the Caribbean. This is actually a fun game, but then again, all Lego games are pretty fun. We all enjoy them, don't we? Next up we've got Lego Dimensions. Lego Lord of the Rings. Lego Harry Potter years 5 to 7. And we've got Lego Batman 2 DC Superheroes. Can't remember if I finished the first one, but I got that on the PS3. Bikes again. I can't remember, but I'll have to have a look, see what we're at. Next up we've got Body Count. Looks like a first person shooter. So a lot of these games, guys, bear in mind, I've hardly played. So I do need to get on a lot of these games because they do look good. We've also got, I put this one up pretty cheap, I think. I can't remember how much, but it's Perfect Dark Zero. And it is in a nice looking steelbook. That is, I love it. Absolutely love this. The artwork is just amazing. It's 2 discs as well. So I think limited collector's edition bonus DVD. So, but yeah, very nice indeed. Next up, we've got a game with little franchise that was suggested to me by our friend and moderator Lee. Never played them until he had mentioned them, and that's Mass Effect. I've seen it about, obviously before, but I never really thought about getting it. But what a game, what a franchise. Obviously Mass Effect 2. That's probably one of my favourites of the series. And of course we got Mass Effect 3. And it's Kinect compatible. It even says it's better with Kinect sensors, so maybe I'll get Kinect and do it another go. Next up, we've got Call of Duty Black Ops. One of the greatest Call of Duties of the series, in my opinion. As well as Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, the original. As we all know, the third one of the remake is about to be released November 10th for all consoles. Next up, we've got Fable 2. Obviously, because Griffo had said about the first one, so I played that, enjoyed it. I went on to buy the second one. And of course, the third one. So, like before, I do need to get back onto Fable. And in fact, Griffo said in a comment on the Xbox video that Fable was re-released with better graphics. So, I'm going to definitely be looking into getting that. We've got Army of Two. We've got Army of Two, the 40th day. And of course, you got to add this to it, your Xbox collection. Halo 3. Next up, we got Halo 4. Another game I need to really get into. Next up, we've got GTA 5. We all know the story on GTA 5. Originally released on PS3 and Xbox 360. Then on to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. And now on the current gen consoles. We want GTA 6. We've got Battlefield Bad Company 2. Battlefield 3. Obviously limited edition. But yeah, some of these Battlefield games I've had a little go at, some I haven't. Battlefield 4. And we got Battlefield Hardline. We've also got Rango. Wasn't a bad film. I've not played the game yet, so I'll have to see if it's any good at some point. Next up, we've got Mercenaries 2. World in Flames. Not played this yet, but I need to get the first one before I even look into playing that. Next up, we've got SSX. Yeah, SSX, snowboarding game. Never been a big fan of snowboarding games. They're okay. I didn't go much on cool boarders, I know that. So maybe the SSX series is better. And next up, of course, we've got Splinter Cell Double Agent. This is from my latest pickups in August. So still need to get on these. I need to get back on the first one and try and beat them, because I haven't done that yet. And obviously next up we got Splinter Cell Conviction. I think there's maybe one more Splinter Cell game I need to get. I'm pretty sure of it, and then I should have the whole series in until I think there's a remake coming out. I'd like to think that'd be good. We've also got Rainbow Six Vegas. Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter. With the technology of 2013, you may live to see 2014. So, I'll have to get on that. Next up, we've got Crash of the Titans. I think I've played this. I think I may have this on PSP. But yeah, I have to get back on that. We all like Crash Bandicoot. Crash Bandicoot is one of the greatest. Next up, we've got a psychological action thriller, and that is Alan Wake. Currently re-released on new gen consoles, PS5 and I think Xbox Series X in a remaster. So, and it was actually free for PlayStation Plus subscribers maybe last month, maybe the month before. So I've got that on PS5 as well, digital. Next up, we have, my opinion, I'd say the second greatest fighting beat 'em up franchises, and that is Tekken 6. Tekken started originally on the PlayStation 1, but I always preferred Mortal Kombat and then Tekken 6, or even just Tekken in general, and then don't know, I like Bloody Roar. Bloody Roar was a good fighting game as well. Next up, we have, I know Walshy definitely gave me this one because I remember it, and it is Gears of War, and it is in an absolute stunning metal tin. Alright, look. Open them up. Obviously got the booklet. And then we have like a 2-disc set. Again, limited collector's edition bonus disc. So whether or not that's like a DVD based, I don't know. Next up, in this box as well, in this tin, we've got a hardback book in Destroyed Beauty, which shows off some of the artwork, which I think is brilliant. The artwork on that is just incredible. Yeah, it's pretty much the same all the way through, obviously different pieces of art. So that's that one. Next up, we've got Gears of War 2. Me and Caleb played that at some point. I think we were stressing at each other at one point whilst we was playing and streaming that. But we gave up in the end. Next up, we got Gears of War 3. This next one I bought because it was £1 in entertainment, and it's a steelbook edition of Gears of War 3. It's actually quite a nice steelbook. Yeah, there you go. Look, there's a receipt. Look, why not buy it? Should be a date on it when I bought it. Oh, 15th of December 2020. For £1. But yeah. Just take that disc out a sec. And you got like, it's all the artwork at the back. So I do need to get back on these games. Next up, we've got Command and Conquer 3, Tiberian Wars. Always used to love going around with mates, linking up our PlayStations and jumping on Red Alert or even Retaliation. We'd set up separate bases. One would be Soviet, one would be Allied. Would swap our main truck over, obviously build it, take it over, and then we got everything then. And then once we had everything, we built a full camp, and then bang, we go to war. Those were the good times. I used to love playing that with Raymond, to be specific. Next up, we've got Mega Drive Ultimate Collection. You know these by now. They got all the Sega games on it, like Sonic, Streets of Rage, maybe even Alex Kidd. We got the remake of Tomb Raider. Absolute phenomenal game. Love this from start to finish. Next up we have, of course, WWE 13 with CM Punk on the cover there. Will CM Punk return to the WWE? We'll find out. Survivor Series is coming up and it's in Chicago. We'll have a look. Time will tell. But next up we got The Godfather 2. As you've seen in my last pickups video, guys, I recently bought the first one on PS2, so I'm going to jump on that first before I jump on that. Next up we've got UFC Undisputed 2010, obviously with the Beast Incarnate on the front, Brock Lesnar. Next up we've got Formula 1 2011. Always enjoy the Formula 1 games. I remember playing the first one a lot on the PlayStation. Even then, Link Up. That was good fun. Next up, we've got The Elder Scrolls 5 in Skyrim. Now, I've played this on the VR. I couldn't get on with it. It does say there as well, better with Kinect sensor. But I didn't go much on the VR side of things. It just made me feel a bit as some VR games do. We've got Split Second Velocity. I don't think I've played much of this, but it does look really fun. So I'll have to get back on that. Next up, we've got Fracture, made by Havoc and LucasArts. Reshape the battlefield, reshape the battle. So I'll have to get on that at some point. Next up, we've got Bethesda with Rage. So because it's obviously made from the same guys who did Doom 2016 Doom Eternal, you know the story. I'll play it. And next up, we've got, and finally, we have Final Fantasy 13. I actually played this on the PS3 for a bit. I did get stuck on a certain boss at some point, but I just never went back to it. But it is a really nice game, really is. Even the music and the battles, it just grips you in. But yeah, that is my 360 collection, guys. So again, thanks to Walshy, Sterls and Clarky for adding a lot of these to my collection. You guys are awesome. But yeah, that's it for 360, guys. Next up will obviously be Xbox One. So be sure to look out for that as well. Don't forget to leave any comments, guys. Can you suggest if you've got any suggestions? Again, put it down underneath, and I'm looking to getting them because I am still building this collection up. But guys, in the meantime, I've been Rubicon, you've been Legends. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.